Urgent assistance.
In modern Britain,
There's been a big accident.
the most dramatic 999 calls
The car is now on fire.
often require not one, but two emergency responders.
I'm a police officer, she's a paramedic.
In Kent, one of Britain's biggest counties,
I'm just thinking if we just cover it all.
a groundbreaking joint response unit has been formed,
Ready, set, lift.
where both police and paramedic combine in one specialist vehicle
You've been arrested for assault.
to answer some of the most extreme 999 calls.
Right, stand clear. Everyone clear? Shocked.
We already outdone ourselves on that one.
Face the wall.
Mate, I can't believe we got him.
Coming up, attacked in his own home,
This one was one holding the blade and pushing him back.
a high-speed crash ends in a manhunt,
We've now got units plotted up all around.
and a woodland walk ends in agony.
1, 2, 3.
Covering nearly 1,500 square miles of Kent, the Joint Response Unit is on standby for dual emergencies requiring both urgent police and medical care.
Kent Police, where's the emergency?
Road traffic accidents are the third most common emergency response for the unit, as they require both the skills of a highly trained paramedic and a police officer to make the scene safe.
Okay, we have got an ambulance en route. It is an ambulance and a police officer, okay? It's a vehicle on its roof. It does say that it's gone through a wall and a fence of a house of her.
It's 11 p.m. Paramedic Nathan from the South East Coast Ambulance Service and Special Sergeant John from Kent Police are on their way to a Joint Response Unit emergency.
We've got a rollover RTC. The male's got himself out of the vehicle, but he's query intoxicated. The passerby has tried to keep him on scene, talking to him, but he's now trying to leave the scene.
So you've not only got kind of like the concern for welfare for him, okay, he's also potentially committed offences as well.
The JRU, or Joint Response Unit, can get to the scene faster than an ordinary ambulance, delivering the specialist skills needed.
Right now with someone. He's bleeding. Yeah, if he's gone across those fields, it'll come out the back of the road.
The man has left the scene of the crash, and he could be seriously injured, so he needs to be found fast.
We consider drone and dead fast, please.
NPAS, the police helicopters, are just one of the resources the cops have called on to help in the hunt, if he's not found on foot first.
There's quite a lot of resources on this. The most important thing is to get the containment on, so dogs have a good chance of tracking or whatever. Do you want to show JRO4, State 6?
As the rollover is in a residential area, there are many places to hide.
We have one patrol, stay where you are with fire. Have JRU head to the other side of the road. Suspect has not been found and he's still outstanding.
Right down here.
So keep going straight.
A sergeant is in charge of coordinating the search, and John and Nathan are assigned to a strip of land to the north of the upturned vehicle to help contain the missing driver.
Control JRO4. We're plotted up by the railway crossing. We are almost directly opposite where the car's rolled. The drivers ran off. We've now got units plotted up all around. It's a really big area to search. It's obviously pitch black, and we're waiting for a dog unit to come down and to see if NPAS is going to fly for us.
20 minutes after the call-out,
All right, the scene outside of the road. Is there trees or something?
police believe they've contained the male within a half-mile radius, and the net is closing in.
So he's in the orchard.
Ahead.
With most crimes occurring between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., the Joint Response Unit can guarantee a busy night shift.
Can you get Romeo 01 to control, please? We've got a stabbing at Tunis.
Knife crime is on the increase, And in 2021, ambulance crews in Kent treated over 190 stabbing victims. But it can be dangerous answering a call-out to a violent crime without the protection of the police.
Good lad.
Tonight, on duty with paramedic Chelsea is Special Constable Clive.
We've got reports of a stabbing. We believe it's a stab wound to the arm and potential slash to the hand.
A stab wound to the arm can be very serious because you've got your brachial artery in there. If it's got that, then you get some very, very serious blood loss.
So they've lost more than 2 mugfuls.
More than 2 mugfuls for us goes down as catastrophic hemorrhage.
A stabbing incident means a fast response is critical because bleeding from an artery or main vein can prove fatal in minutes.
Does it say about whether it's spurting or not?
Blood spurting or spraying from wounds. Obviously, priority number 1 is going to be making sure that the scene's safe for Chelsea to be able to work and make sure that the victim's safer as well.
If we didn't have the JRU, if I was going to this as a normal ambulance, I would not be entering the scene until police are there. So that can sometimes delay getting care to that patient. Perfect JRU job.
And especially in this type of vehicle, we're able to travel at a normal response speed.
Yeah, these cars go a lot quicker than ambulances. Love that hat at the ready.
Another police patrol has responded to the high-priority call-out.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
But Chelsea is the only paramedic on scene.
What happened, bud?
I've got out of the shower, come downstairs, and the door's knocked in and there's a group of boys. They started asking me for drugs.
Yeah.
I said I didn't have any, and started pushing the door. I was holding on to the blade. I think they punched me in the face and they said he's got a gun.
It's gone through some fatty tissue.
Crucially, the brachial artery hasn't been severed, but with severe lacerations to his arm and hand, it's important the victim's traumatic injuries are treated quickly to prevent further bleeding or infection, and his status is constantly monitored.
How about your pain out of 10 at the moment? 10 being worst pain ever, arms and legs ripped off, 0 being nothing. Give me a number.
Give us a number. Number 9 if it's a genuine fisting. 8 or 9, no worries.
Chelsea manages the victim's pain so he doesn't go into shock.
Give me a sharp scratch, buddy, stay nice and still.
She fits a cannula to administer an intravenous dose of paracetamol, while Clive joins the rest of the police to hunt for signs of the intruders.
Someone's touched all of that.
Yeah.
There's some bits missing from here. They've touched all of this.
Did they actually come in then?
I think, yeah, Dave was definitely in here.
What, and there's things missing?
Yeah.
Can we get CSI to come out?
A search of the house reveals more evidence.
Is this someone's hat?
Is it River Island?
No, it's an Omani one.
I don't think it is. I think it must be one of theirs.
It was right outside the front door when I got here.
There's potential for forensics. There's been some clothing that's been left behind by the attackers. And there could always be blood from the attackers if any of them got injured by their own weapons as well.
You all right? In a bit of shock, eh?
Yeah.
Applying a temporary gauze dressing to his deep wounds is just the first step. Chelsea needs to establish if the victim's been knifed anywhere else.
Do we have a weapon at all? No.
It's been described as a Rambo 9.
And with the gang still at large, police comb the area as it's still a dangerous crime scene.
Where do we think it's going across this field? They directly outside of the road. I think there's trees or something.
3 patrol units, including the joint response team, are closing in on a suspected drink driver who's been missing for half an hour. Special Sergeant John leads a search across the fields.
Who's in the orchard?
If he's caught, it's critical Nathan, the only paramedic, examines the driver.
It's just a case of when we find him, what injuries he's got, and making sure medically he's okay and that he's fit to then for the police to deal with kind of the criminal side of things that's happened.
110, well detained. Yeah, can we have another unit down here?
Fortunately, they don't have to wait long.
I'll place him under arrest at this time.
We'll go check him over.
One of the patrols has detained the suspect, but there's a crucial bit of evidence Nathan needs to look at to help assess the full extent of his injuries.
If we stop off at the crash, just so I can see the car before we go to him. Looking at the car, you can be able to tell if he was wearing a seatbelt, if airbags have been deployed, whether it's likely he's hit his head on the windscreen. It just gives you a better understanding of what, if he has got any injuries, how he's sustained those injuries. So he has actually rolled it properly.
Incredibly, no one else was involved in the accident. But whoever was driving has taken the keys.
So his seatbelt's locked out, so it means he was wearing a seatbelt at least. Front airbags haven't gone off, so we'll go have a look, see how he's doing, and then go from there, really.
Give me a quick search. Go.
Caught half a mile away, the suspect denies driving the car or having anything to do with the crash.
Keys?
There's given me 3 after the crash.
Okay, but you've got the keys to the vehicle, have you?
Yeah, I'll do.
Sure, no problems.
Do you want to be medically checked over? Has you been in a crash?
I haven't been in no crash, sir.
Have you not?
No.
No?
No.
Are you happy if my colleague at least checks you over to make sure that there's nothing that we need to be concerned about? Let's let him check you over.
If you think I've been involved in crash, then please do. But I haven't been involved in a crash at all.
Even though the suspect appears visibly drunk, alcohol and adrenaline can mask any injuries, so it's important Nathan examines him thoroughly, while John reports in to control.
Joshua JR04, state 6.
I've been involved in no crash, so...
If you were involved in a crash, would you have been wearing your seatbelt?
I would have been wearing my seatbelt, yes.
Good. So if I roll one of your sleeves up and do your blood pressure?
Yeah, that's fine, sir.
Might not roll up. Shall we take... I'll tell you what.
I'm not going to run anywhere. I'm not going to run anywhere.
Just hold on to it, mate.
I'm not going to run anywhere.
That's right.
Thank you, boys.
While Nathan takes his blood pressure, he's suspicious that drink may not be the only factor involved.
You had any drugs today?
No drugs, sir.
No? Your pupils are very big.
They're always big, sir.
Always that big?
Always big.
Always really slow at reacting to light as well?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
No worries.
Well, sorry, sir. I may lie. Once, it's only once, I did do a little tiny bit of gear, and that's it.
Was it cocaine by any chance?
Cocaine, yes.
Yeah, have you had any cocaine today?
Only when I left work.
Because your heart's going rather quick.
It's not.
It is?
It's not.
So it's going 140 beats a minute. Can I do an ECG of you to look at your heart?
Yes. Everything's fine.
Oh, it's still going a bit quick.
Confident they've got their suspect, police will gather any evidence before he'll be taken down to the station and charged.
The custody sergeant's just doing some photographs of the car.
I've got some if you want them.
Oh, have you got some?
Yeah.
Oh, can we have a look?
Yeah.
We just want to know if the airbags have gone off.
So?
No.
So, what was it? Was you going to say something then?
No.
No. I don't know how you know the airbags haven't gone off.
I don't know how you know that.
The suspect is still adamant he wasn't involved in the accident.
If there is a major crash, it'll be more blood than that, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
3 bags full, sir.
Yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir.
Full of what, though?
So,
He'll be taken to the station and questioned. But having a JRU paramedic check him over has saved a costly ambulance call-out.
Have you got any other concerns for him other than...
Just a heart rate, really.
If custody are happy to accept him the way he is, does he need to go to hospital for the heart, or...?
If they're happy to accept him with his heart rate that fast, and potentially cocaine and RTC, then that's fine.
Right.
He's got no head injury or anything like that. Pupils are just sluggish.
Okay, and we think that's potentially because of the cocaine.
Drugs, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Drugs and alcohol, definitely.
No problems?
A custody nurse is always on hand to keep a check on symptoms and provide further care for anyone being detained.
When you're moving around, have you got any pains anywhere?
no, apart from these that think I'm a bad person.
Definitely needs to be monitored. We're giving that advice across to the police, which have passed the custody, so up to them whether they accept him in custody or we'll send him to hospital. Right, let me move this all out of the way. It was quite a good job from the joint response side. We've been able to stop an ambulance having to come down.
If custody accepts him, he'll be left to sober up before facing criminal charges.
I think it's a successful completion stats. We've got what we think is the drink driver and the drug driver as well, by the looks of it, after Nathan's assessment. No one else is injured. Car's getting recovered now as well, so he's off to custody. Since we're high five. Right, next job.
While John and Nathan prepare for their next emergency,
Is this definitely the only stab wound, bud?
a joint response team are in Sheerness, where a victim's been repeatedly knifed in his home.
What, are those things missing?
Yeah.
Can we get CSI to come out?
Special Constable Clive helps gather evidence and make sure the scene is secure for paramedic Chelsea to do her job.
You go this way as well. Just make sure that you've not been got anywhere else that you've not noticed.
Wonderful, I can't see anything.
You have a little stand up for us a moment, mate.
It's because of adrenaline, do you know what I mean? It's going to mask a lot of injuries. It's unfortunate for the gentleman, but I think it's good that we had the resources in the area that we're able to get on scene so quickly.
So, did you give me a number out of 10 for your pain?
9.
A 9?
8 or 9.
Okay.
It's going up and down.
It could have been a lot worse than what it was. He managed to fend them off pretty well, and he has got some pretty nasty slash wounds in the process, but luckily it hasn't kind of cut through any major blood vessels, and he hasn't got any major stab wounds to kind of any major organs. Definitely going to need some stitches and stuff.
Once Chelsea has finished her assessment, the police pick apart the sequence of events.
The door knocked, so I went to open it and they was asking for packet.
Went to open, was asking for packet, yeah.
So I said that they've got the wrong address. As I shut the door, forced the way back through. I've had hold of one of the blades and there's another 2 coming through.
Yep.
I've fallen back just when they punched me in the face.
Yep.
And they've asked me where everything is, and basically all I've got is a wallet, a pouch of tobacco and half a spliff in the ashtray, which they've taken as well. And they weren't very happy, I don't think, but that's all that there was.
Okay.
They mentioned looking for a package which would be slang for drugs, which obviously wasn't apparently at the property.
I don't know if I lost consciousness, but I saw them leaving with my scooter.
Police think the gang may have mistaken the victim as a drug dealer. And with drug use increasing by 38% in Kent between 2019 and 2020, the force's county line and gang team have been busy, making over 300 drug-related arrests.
It's quite common for gangs to target their competitors, as it were, but unfortunately innocent sort of members of the public get caught up in that just through rumours and incorrect information being spread.
While police continue their search of the neighbourhood, forensics will do a sweep of the house and the victim will be off to hospital for stitches.
Don't touch the hat.
Don't touch the hat. Don't touch the hat.
And it's only the start of the night shift for this duo.
When we have a busy night, boom, 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 and all of a sudden your shift's done and you're just sitting there, and I'll be talking to my wife, like Eva that night, she'll go, oh, tell me about it. And you forget about half the jobs because
you've done so much.
Like it does get a bit mad.
Away from the towns, Kent, the Garden of England, is known for its beautiful countryside and woodlands. But the idyllic landscape can throw up its own challenges for the emergency services.
So going to a 53-year-old who has been walking his dog and has fallen over. He's in the middle of the woodland. His knee's clipped and he can't straighten his leg, so he can't get off the road.
In a quicker, more adaptable vehicle than an ambulance, Joint Response Team paramedic Hannah and Special Sergeant Jack respond to the call.
We don't really know where he is, so obviously if he's quite deep into woodland, then extricating him could be difficult.
By the looks of it, it's a fair way in.
It's a fair way in.
It might be a bit of a challenge finding him because it's quite dense woodland.
Darland Banks is a large nature reserve in North Kent.
You see this gate here?
Oh, yeah.
There's a little pathway next to it, and it's all the way in there.
The team prepare to hike into the 80-acre woods, carrying all the medical equipment they can manage.
How strong are you feeling?
Yeah, go on.
You can take some Entonox, I suppose.
Got to try and find him now.
Somewhere in the middle of the dense woodland is the injured man, and Jack uses a GPS app to help locate him.
This gives you direction. You need to walk in. So we need to walk that way.
Okay. Stuff like this makes me think I should probably go back to the gym.
So he's 208 metres away from us at the moment.
Is that far?
There he is. You can see him.
Can you see him? Hello. My name's Hannah. I'm a paramedic. What's your name?
Simon.
Simon. What's happened today, Simon?
Right, basically I was walking the dog, lost my footing,
Yeah.
took a stumble and my legs went like an octopus spaghetti.
So where's your pain at the moment?
Left leg is totally worse, right leg is basically the knees. I've tried to get up but my legs just go into spasm and cramp up and seize.
So your knees where it should be, yep, your knees there. I'm moving your knees side to side, okay? We've got 4 ligaments that hold our knees in place. Ones go side to side, others go like that. So you might have sprained or strained your ligaments when you've fallen.
But there's no painless way to find out.
Are you okay for me to take the weight of your leg and bring it up? Lovely. And then flex it. Okay, that's painful, we'll stop. Okay. Injury-wise, I think we're looking at ligament sprain and strains, probably to both the knees, which is why we're in pain. So I'm going to get a crew and then we will make a plan from there on how to get you out. Is that all right? Yeah. Yes, he came JR01. This gent doesn't seem to have any bony injuries. I think if anything, it's ligament sprain and strains he's done to his knees. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to weight bear. But obviously, I'm going to need a crew if that's okay.
Yeah, they'll be with you off break in just under a minute.
So with support, do you think you'll be able to weight bear?
I'll give it a go if there's
Okay.
more people
Yeah.
here. Earlier on,
Okay.
there wasn't excruciating when it happened. I never felt anything like it.
Special Sergeant Jack can relate to Simon's pain.
I dislocated my knee and he's right in what he says, it's excruciating.
But there's a far bigger problem.
We're getting him off the floor and see if we can get him out. Hopefully he'll be able to walk with assistance. Otherwise it'll be having to try and carry him out.
In Darland Banks Nature Reserve in North Kent, a man's been lying for 3 hours deep in the woodlands after stumbling and falling.
And then flex it. Okay, that's painful, we'll stop. Okay.
Unable to move him, JRU paramedic Hannah called for backup, and Special Sergeant Jack leads the ambulance crew through the woods to their location.
Okay, they come. Oh, hi. So this is Simon. So injury-wise, there's no obvious deformity to either knees. So I'm hoping with support either side, we're going to be able to weight bear.
Before the challenge of getting Simon up on the stretcher, Hannah must manage his pain.
Entonoxal, as it's better known, gas and air, is an inhaled pain relief. It helps relax the muscles as well, so it's quite good. Deep breaths in and out your mouth like you're sucking through. I'm hoping once we're up, especially with that right leg that doesn't seem as badly injured, we're hoping we're going to be able to weight bear through the right leg to kind of mobilise us out.
Hannah believes Simon sprained his ligaments in both knees, so he'll need a lot of extra support to get off the ground.
We're going to assist you to stand, but I need you to push with your legs when we get to a certain height. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
No.
No? What's hurting? Is it both or just one?
Both.
Okay.
Locking up.
Relax. I didn't expect trying to weight bear to be quite that painful, but we're going to try again, get him on the carry chair.
Right, we're going to go for it.
After 5 more minutes of gas and air, Simon is ready to try again.
Push the chair in for me. 1, 2, 3, push the chair.
There we go.
Nuts!
You're nuts. Do you want to position it? Push yourself.
Always better.
Yeah? Obviously, we've got our stretcher there, but we'll bring the stretcher next to you and we need you to weight your belt on your good leg and literally swivel, turn and sit your bum down on our stretcher, all right?
Do it.
All right, I like it, I like it.
Ready?
1, 2,
2, 3.
Yeah! You fuck! Yeah!
No, don't go back on the floor, God.
Oh, jeez, up there.
It's can't.
Get that in.
I can't move my right leg.
I know.
It's all right, it's coming up, mate. I can't.
With the help of 5 people, Simon's finally up on the bed.
There we are.
Well done.
There we go.
You tried, that's the main thing, all right?
We've just got him onto the stretcher from the carry chair and now we just push him back to the ambulance.
But it's a long push back to the main road.
Ready? Which way are we going?
This is going to get a bit bumpy because there's tree roots everywhere.
It's going to get worse.
Another one.
I'm never coming up here again.
I bet you'll be up here next week once your knee's sorted.
Finally, after 10 minutes, they make it to the ambulance.
You're in.
Sorry I was in such a...
Don't be sorry, it's not your fault. So Simon will be off to hospital, probably have some x-rays to rule out any possible fracture, and then, yeah, go from there.
Kent Police, where's your emergency?
Romeo 01, go ahead.
Okay, just take a deep breath. Where's the victim been wounded?
At police and ambulance control rooms, all 999 calls are categorised. A C3 ambulance call is an urgent problem like a diabetic issue that needs assessment.
Are you on your own?
A C2 is a serious condition like a stroke that needs rapid treatment.
I'm arranging deployment for you now. They won't be too long at all, OK?
But a C1 or Category 1 call needs an immediate response to a life-threatening condition like a cardiac or respiratory arrest.
We've got a C1 for unconscious abnormal breathing in Sittingbourne. If there's anyone close enough to assist, please contact control.
01, do you need help on that C1?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Coming through now, Ivor.
The JRU teams may be set up for dual emergency call-outs, but they'll also respond to a serious medical emergency if they're closest to the scene.
Where's the location? Actually in the street.
Yeah.
And tonight, it's paramedic Chelsea and Special Sergeant Holly jumping on the Category 1 call, even though only a medic is needed.
A C1 at the end of the day could be life or death. It seems like there's multiple different calls for potentially the same person. This has come through as a cardiac arrest. Before that, we were going to a C2 job in the exact same place. However, before we got either of those calls, we were looking at going to a concern for welfare, also for somebody with the same name. So I'm going to have to guess and say it is the same person.
Receiving a Category 3 call and then a C2 and now a Category 1 call for the same person means one thing. Their patient is rapidly deteriorating.
Joint Response Unit will always prioritise C1 if the point is that there's a paramedic that could get there fast. Sometimes we have been first on scene to C1 calls and the police have had to do CPR whilst we wait for backup.
There, just there. Oh, Martin! Hello, bud. Hello, my name's Chelsea, I'm a paramedic.
Immediately, Chelsea can see the man is breathing, unfortunately not in cardiac arrest.
What's going on?
But it's still unclear why he collapsed.
Went up the road to have a little walk.
Yeah?
Come back and it just went bang.
You just went bang?
Straight on the floor.
Do you remember that? Okay.
While Chelsea checks Martin's vital stats like blood pressure, oxygen levels and heart rate, Special Sergeant Holly speaks to witnesses.
Does anyone know him or? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in the flat over there. So I live in here, but I don't know him.
Don't know him.
He got lots of medical conditions.
Oh, how do you know that?
Caretaker.
Yeah.
Second time this week.
Pardon?
Second time.
Second time this week? And when you've had these blackouts before, do you know what they've been caused by?
Parkinson.
Your Parkinson's.
Dizziness and falls can be common for people with Parkinson's. due to lack of balance because of muscle weakness, problems with blood pressure or posture.
Luckily for us, he was conscious and breathing, which is obviously the best case scenario. It's just a medical condition that's made him collapse. No other aggravating factors and no danger to us or the paramedics.
01, a patient is conscious and talking, but can I get a crew grade 2, please? Martin?
Yeah, I think it's Morris's baby.
Martin needs emergency care in hospital.
Martin, I've got some more ambulance people here, all right? Do you normally have pain in that left hip? No. And how bad is that pain out of 10? 0 being nothing. And 8? Okay.
Martin?
Yeah?
I think we'd like to take you up to hospital to try and get this hip looked into, and obviously you've had a passing out episode. I'm just going to pop this back over you, just try and keep you a little bit warm.
No one knows how long Martin's been laying on the cold concrete.
I bet you're freezing. I've got the heating on in the ambulance, so it should be nice and toasty by the time we're...
He's lovely, isn't he? He's very thoughtful like that, Colin.
He's very thoughtful. Oh, sorry, that's my foot. That's my foot.
There we are.
Cool. Couple of bumps. Pop your head up for me. I'm just going to swap out. This isn't as comfy. Put your head back down. Is that okay? I'm going to jump out. Yeah, do you mind?
After 3 different 999 call-outs, Martin's safely off to hospital for a thorough examination.
All right.
And the crew head off to their next job.
01, sorry, I never updated you earlier. We really outdone ourselves on that one. 2 jobs for the price of 1.
It was 3 jobs, so I'm well impressed with you. 3 jobs in 1 hit. Outstanding work. You got a key for your up though?
Let's see what we can achieve.
Awesome. Thank you, my love. Take him out.
Kent, the gateway to Europe, has a network of over 5,000 miles of public roads and is home to 4 major motorways. But an accident on one of these key arteries often requires a combined police and paramedic response.
How far is it? Okay, so we've like
10 minutes if that.
On their way to a road traffic emergency is Special Sergeant John and paramedic Nathan.
We're currently going to an RTC where someone has collided with a central reservation. So, police side, we're going to go there, see if we need any other resources. From an ambulance side, we'll go assess the patients. Oops, I had a crash there.
With the car on the busy M20 motorway, there's a huge risk of multiple casualties if it's hit the barrier and spun across lanes of traffic.
Coming up on the left here.
Yeah. Who's here?
Truck.
Great, I'll hide behind there.
Critically, the passengers are out of the car and seem unhurt.
Okay, right, we'll all get the other side of the barrier.
But with traffic flying by at speeds of up to 70 miles an hour and the car straddled dangerously at an angle across the hard shoulder, there's a risk of another high-speed collision. So the team work quickly.
What happened then?
Just control the wind, innit? Just blew her up. Luckily, we were this late.
With gusts of wind across the 3 lanes of the fast-moving motorway, John needs to get the car safely off the road before there's a much bigger accident. He calls for urgent backup, and police colleagues organise a traffic calming measure using traffic cops with Special Constable Tom and paramedic Lisa to help.
Going to put a rolling road in just to give the crews there a bit of protection and obviously members of the public a bit of protection.
A rolling road is a slow manoeuvre the police use to reduce traffic speed to a temporary stop. But it's not an easy procedure and is only used as a last resort.
Don't undertake the absolute.
And then you get people like that don't understand what a rolling road is.
What we'll do is I will weave between the lanes and bring the speed right down. So what I'll start to do now is bring it right down to a stop. So it's the only safe way to actually put a closure on a motorway, and hopefully everyone will get the message that they are not too far. JL01 then. We've got the rolling road on, so you should be safe for there.
Now the traffic's under control, it's safe for John to check if the car is entirely on the hard shoulder, and there's no danger of it rolling or causing any further accidents on the road.
Is it?
No, it's just onto the hard shoulder now, so should be able to let it out in a sec.
All safe, he can breathalyze the young driver.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's 0, which is great. Okay, so lovely.
A negative for the driver, but a positive result for the team. Now the road is safe and a potential catastrophe has been averted.
What we'll do, we'll arrange recovery, okay, and then be on your way.
Compared to regular ambulance staff, paramedics are degree-level medics with more highly skilled training and expertise in critically ill and injured patients.
We are off to a grade 1 backup for a confirmed heart attack. There's an ambulance crew on scene. They've done an ECG. They've determined it's a confirmed heart attack. We've been requested to come along for paramedic support.
A patient is suffering a heart attack, and an ambulance crew needs the help of a paramedic like Nathan, trained to administer cardiology drugs and manage high-risk medical conditions. And time is of the essence.
7 minutes is the Category 1 response time, so we're just coming up to it now.
Category 1 calls need to be responded to in an average time of 7 minutes. And a JRU car can travel at the same high speed as a police pursuit vehicle.
7 to control, please.
Special Constable Clive reports in.
Yeah, CCAM's got a C1 confirmed cardiac arrest. We're just backing up a ambulance crew at the moment.
With the risk of his heart attack progressing, the patient needs to get to hospital urgently for life-saving treatment.
What's your name, sorry?
Billy.
Billy. Billy. Pain out of 10 at the moment.
It's painful.
Painful, that's fine.
Oh, you leave it there? Came on about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Crushing pain. It radiates down to his back and down his left arm.
I got home from work. I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it always takes your breath away.
Just going to get a line in quickly.
With no time to lose, the first step is to fit a cannula, which Nathan will use to administer life-saving medication.
Keep the arm nice and straight for a sec, sorry mate.
And every minute counts.
Did you say I was having a heart?
So it looks like you are, yeah. A heart attack can be life-threatening. It could lead to a cardiac arrest, which will obviously lead to death. Where's the tingling?
My toes.
So just try and slow that breathing down for us. With a blockage in your heart, time is critical. Just gonna pop this by your nose a second.
In Rainham, North Kent, paramedic Nathan from the Joint Response Unit is assisting an ambulance crew with Billy, who's having a heart attack. But the specialist cardiology hospital is 30 miles away.
So every 5 minutes, your blood pressure's gonna go up. You're gonna keep squeezing on your arm all the way to hospital, just every 5 minutes.
Oh, my God, that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Nathan has to keep Billy stable, reducing the risk of his heart attack, leaving permanent damage, or worse, suddenly progressing to a cardiac arrest where his heart stops completely.
Has that pain eased a little bit again, or is it still there? That's fine. At the moment, we have given this gentleman aspirin, ticagrelor, anti-sickness, morphine, all help with pain relief and relieving the symptoms of a heart attack.
Authorized to administer a number of drugs to reduce his pain, Nathan gives him another dose of morphine, helping to reduce inflammation and stress on the heart.
Hi, it's Nathan on ambulance 467. We are about 10-15 minutes away. Obviously, if it is a blockage, that's stopping the blood supply properly getting to perfusing the heart. So the quicker we get there, the quicker they can remove the blockage and relieve it and get blood flow back to that section of the heart. So yeah, time is kind of the essence. How's that pain now? Is it eased off a bit? Sorry to wake you a bit.
not nice.
Not nice, no, sorry.
CCAMB, the South East Coast Ambulance Service, receive over 2,000 emergency calls a month for cardiac chest pains, and swift action can be the difference between life and death.
I'll give you another spray of GTN, all right? So if you open your mouth again for us, lift your tongue up. GTN just helps relax the muscle tissue in simple terms. So if there is a clot there, helps release all the vessels around it.
You've probably worked it out, Nathan, but we're stuck in traffic at the moment because the road works. Nothing I can do at the moment.
With 14 miles still to go, a traffic jam is the last thing Nathan and Billy need right now.
We don't get any warnings as to what roads are shut or some traffic down to one lane. If you're sat on blue lights trying to go through it, you're not getting anywhere, unfortunately. Hi, it's Nathan on 467 again. Just to let you know, we're still 10 minutes away. Unfortunately, the M20's down to one lane, so we're stuck in heavy traffic.
With a blockage to the heart, it's critical Billy reaches the operating theatre in the recommended 90 minutes or less, and statistics show that every 10-minute delay reduces the chance of survival.
Do you want any more of the spray? Yeah. Obviously, try and manage his pain as best as we can. The side effects of the pain relief is that it lowers blood pressure, it makes you quite tired, sleepy, your breathing starts to slow down a little bit. So it's just a fine balancing act between managing his pain and making him worse when his observations are getting worse anyway. I've got his blood pressure cycling every 5 minutes, and then we've also got the ECG. Every time there's a slight change on the ECG, it automatically prints out again for us. Just compare it, so the first ECG we have, and then the latest ECG, just to see if there's any increase or decrease in the elevation. These blood pressures started to trend down a little bit.
A very low blood pressure significantly reduces the amount of blood the heart can pump around the body. But Nathan is just focused on keeping Billy alive.
Road should open up now, so we should be a little bit quicker getting there now, all right?
I can hear you talking, it's just struggling to
reply. That's all right. How's that pain out of 10 at the moment? Yeah. 6 or 7, okay. So just pull into hospital now, all right?
The unit's quick response for an emergency paramedic and Nathan's cool head means Billy's arrived without any further complications.
I think we've just parked up. We'll wait for him to come around. So, be a bit cold as we go out, all right? Sorry for any bumps as well. I do apologise now.
Now he'll be in the hands of the specialist cardiology team, and it's the end of the shift for Nathan.
When I left him, he was still chatting away, still in pain, unfortunately. He was just going into the theatre. In an ideal world, he'll recover quickly and he'll be back out doing what he'd normally do, fit and healthy, as you can be following on from something like this. Bit of aftercare from the community teams, hospital teams and stuff like that will hopefully increase his chances of having a positive outcome.
I was holding on to the blade and it punched me in the face and he said, "He's got a gun."
One, two, three.
Did you say I was having a heart?
So it looks like you are, yeah.